Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. So, as the title suggests, Drew vows revenge on Nina, on General Hospital, which is pretty ironic seeing how he put himself in this situation. It's not even so much ironic, it's laughable. And it's a real detriment to the character. It's a real detriment to the character when you stop to think about it. Bro, you're the one that actually committed insider trading. Okay? You're the one that decided to go to jail for Carly, but somehow you're going to sit there and blame Nina for your time away from your daughter. When in reality, you chose to have Carly be with her family, be with her kids, because it was more important than being with your kids. Okay, I'm gonna have to sit there and take off this sweatshirt, so I'll be right back. Yes, we're going to sit here and talk about all of it tonight. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, Young and Restless. Let's sit there and do a quick roll call, make sure everything is good. Um, we're going to get into it. Cherry Ice Cream, how you doing tonight? Danny R, how you doing tonight? I'm doing pretty well. How you doing? Thank you for joining. D Cobb, how you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Black Ma, aka Mr. GQ, how you doing? Darby, what is good, my friend? Thank you for joining tonight. Okay, get some music up here. Crystal, how you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Ron, how's it going? Now the party can start. Then put on some music. There we go. Yes, we're gonna sit there and talk about all of it tonight. My damn. Well, maybe I can just move this here. Use this here. I'm doing good, Black Man. I'm doing good. I had my last day off. Um, so I'm doing pretty well. Mikhail says, "How was Y&R and B&B?" They're both decent. They're both decent. I enjoyed Y&R today. I actually did. I enjoyed Y&R. B&B was decent. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. Y&R was definitely the better one, though. Ron says, "What did you think about Everett and Stephanie?" Honestly, I told you I'm fine with Everett and Stephanie because Chad was definitely not good for her, and I think Everett is a much better fit. I think Everett is a much better fit than Chad, so I'm cool with that. What do you think of them, Ron? What do you think of them? I always have to sit there and make sure that I'm not too loud. I tried to do the whole sweater thing, but I forgot that the neighbors actually have the heat on and it comes through the pipes. So the guy said, "Did you get on your nerve?" He did in a laughable sense. He's all talking about, "Oh, I want revenge because Nina made me lose time with my daughter." I'm like, "No, idiot, you made yourself lose time with your daughter." Like, are you kidding me? LaShanta, how you doing tonight? LaShanta says, Esme is a mermaid. Esme is a force of nature, and my girl cannot be stopped. Darby said, "Did you enjoy the?" Yes, Darby. I enjoyed the horrible green screen that was on the back of her. Oh my lord, that was funny, Darby. Um, Ashley coming across as a nut job, but the green screen in the back, Darby. Oh, that was hilarious. Autumn. I'm glad Michael told you he cannot be a part of Drew's revenge against Nina because honestly, it's not worth it. Plus, Michael is trying to win. Exactly. And I agree. I agree, Autumn. I agree. Makai said the dove. Yeah, exactly. I was like, you can miss me with that. Yes, I did, Lashanta. She stumbled into Jack's office. Jack had to sit there and pretty much catch her. And of course, Victor caught both of them towards the end. So I'm actually looking forward towards that. Double C. Double C said Drew needs help to take down a woman. Lashanta, I'm like, if he has a problem with RJ, he should sit there and talk to Rich and talk to Eric and get off of RJ's back. Ron said, of course, Albert, because Chad wasn't over Abby. Yes, and I agree with that. Yes. Yes, Ron. Yes, we are both in agreement of that. Renee Thompson, how are you doing tonight? It's good to see you. And of course, I'm drinking hot chocolate, so that definitely did not help. Yeah, I'll give you that, Crystal. I'll give you that. Listen, I gave Trina her props. Okay, she she's definitely not to be underestimated. I underestimated her. Okay, so I give her props. Okay, she wasn't just brave, but she was smart. And she MacGyver her way out of that whole trap thing, out of the being tied up. So yeah, the shot that says Jack should be done. Now I don't know about that. Yeah, she's really not Cherry's friend. She needs to be taking lessons from Eda McCoy. Autumn said Portia was annoying me a little bit like, okay, I didn't want Spencer out of Trina's life this way. I was thinking the whole time, like, Portia missed me with the BS because you didn't want Trina with Spencer. Yes. Yes, Autumn. Honestly, tell you the truth, I said the same thing in my review. I was like, Portia, you can miss me with that BS. Don't sit there and try to act all sad now with your nasty little combative, nasty little combative self. Danny says, I've been doing good. Send you my channel on your email. Put 2 videos up on Wide on B&B. Danny, you mean on Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it. You back on YouTube? Okay. If you're back on, yeah, I'll take a look at it. I look forward to it. Danny says, you think Nina was holding back for Willow's sake? I hope Nina stops thinking about Willow and go on the attack with the enemies. Yes. I'm here for it, Darby. You know I'm here for it. Yeah, me too. Me too, Lashanta. But yes, I am too. Oh, by the way, as you're coming in, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does actually help. Okay, Danny, I'm happy for you. I look forward to watching it then. Renee says, I can't stand Drew. He's so delusional. He's the reason. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Renee. Speaking the truth. I'm with it. Yeah, it was about time. I still felt like Jocelyn was doing a little bit too much. Ron says, I can understand Zende's frustration being left out, but he shouldn't pursue Luna. She could sue the company for harassment. I mean, yes, in a realistic way, I do agree. Dolly, what is good, my friend? What is good? It's good to see you. I saw you in what you call it? Ugh, I saw you in Kyrie's stream yesterday. Yeah. Though I'm not gonna lie. When I was sitting up there watching B&B, I thought about you. I thought about you and the fact that it's February 1st, and I did chuckle. Autumn says, honestly, I think Drew, Carly, Nina should be tired of this revenge going back and forth with each other. Everyone should call it even and get on with their lives. I mean, yes, in the perfect world, we can't do that, Autumn. We can't have the last person lose. Jay Blue says, are they trying to turn Drew into a villain? Yeah, he was very hardcore. He was like, I want Nina to lose everything. I want her to lose her money. I want her to lose this. I want her to lose that. I'm like, bro, you doing all this, all this extra stuff for something that you did to yourself. Listen, says, I bet you Nick the coward. He is still he'll still be on the run. You're probably right. Dave, I'm not sure if you read this or not, but I saw that Avery, the actress playing. What? Okay, Dave, I'm gonna have to look into that. Thank you. Let me actually write that down. Thank you, Dave. Billy said they are about to destroy Drew for Jason's homecoming. Hmm. Ron says the only interesting thing on Rinse and Repeat was then they going at the Beast house to confront RJ. Didn't give an F about the story. Exactly, because they didn't have your favorite people, Ron. Deacon and Sheila. Yeah, cherry ice cream. That's what I just found out. Honestly, tell you the truth, I personally do think that maybe the backlash. Danny, my day was actually pretty good. I had the day off. How was yours? I had the day off. I got a lot done. I had a good day. How was your day, Danny? Yes, yes, Darby, yes. Autumn says Zenny is really annoying trying to pursue Luna knowing she is with RJ. Like, I understand his frustration, but he should take that up. Yes, I said the same thing. Because I was just, and that's another thing, Autumn. Here's the thing. As a man, to get punked in front of your girl, that is not a good feeling. Miss Bumblebee says, do you think Trina will find out she's pregnant during Spencer's presumed death? Probably. And that'd be really interesting. That'd be really interesting. Billy says, what did you do on your day off? Um, Pretty much just relaxed, really. I mean, I watched the soaps. Um, but Dolly, I think the biggest thing was is that I didn't have to wake up by an alarm clock. Um, that's something I noticed during my week off. It's like I don't think that it's natural that your body should have to wake up on an alarm clock because it feels like you're on. It feels like your body is getting a sense of trauma by something loud waking you up. That's why hopefully I can sit there and do YouTube full time. But it would just honestly touch you nice just waking up and just kind of just easing into the day. Dave says, when you are done with your stream, go and look up. Yes, I definitely will, Dave. I definitely will. Billy says, I love when I don't have to. Yeah, I do too. Again, it's just, there's a certain level of trauma that I feel like your body experiences when you don't wake up naturally. When you have something that beep, 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 beep. And I feel like it starts to wear on you after a while. Arnold says, I honestly believe RJ's Girlfriend Luna is just collateral damage in this RJ and Zenny mess. If you were Luna and RJ, how would you handle it? I would, here's the thing, Autumn. I said this before. Um, I think for RJ, I think he first of all, I would sit there and tell Zenny, sit there and talk to my dad. Don't come at me. Um, and I probably would have slammed the door in his face. But I also would have sat there and be like, you know what? Maybe I should take a step back because Zenny does have more experience, and I shouldn't be coming in taking the spotlight when he's worked way harder. You know, because it's not. Here's the thing: it's not like RJ actually needs the recognition. Zendy clearly does. So I think maybe taking a high road, be like, let me just take a step back and just do it that way. That's what I would do. I would just take a step back. Esme is leaving is sad. I mean, she's a great actress at Crystal, regardless of what character she plays. Kyrie's was good. Honestly, Holtring doesn't get pregnant with Spencer's. Oh, okay. I don't know about that, but that's how I would sit there and say Autumn. I would just sit there and just take a step back if I was RJ. Because Smith is saying that I can see your point of view, but not doing anything about it is like, what the hell? Then he says, doing good, Albert, and trying to put more videos more and going to put a video about Luna, who is her dad. Okay. I look forward to it. Dolly says, I hope they're just pulling a days and resting the Esme character for a little bit while the intentions of bringing her back. Yeah, I agree, Dolly. Because here's the thing. It's cool to sit there and let Esme take a break and not let it be like a Sheila Carter thing, you know? A Sheila Carter, you can only go so high with the villainous before it just becomes stupid. Like Peter. I think Esme kind of reached her peak as far as villainhood. So let her take a break, then bring her back. Ryan says, Albert, people on Twitter are speculating Luna is Ridge's daughter and RJ is sleeping with his half sister. I'm like, that is gross. Just like people wanted Thomas with his Aunt Diane. Well, I agree with that, Ron. Um, well, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. Exactly, LaShanta. That's why I said take it up with Rich. But honestly, tell you, LaShanta, and the same thing I told Autumn, I'm like, you can also just take a step back. You know, you're sitting there saying, well, I know how it feels and I shouldn't be in this position and you work very hard, but you're not doing anything about it. It's just like, well, I'm here, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. Which is fine if that's his attitude. But don't say that you understand if you're not gonna do anything about it. Harry says I sent you an invitation to a new Facebook group called I'm the owner of the page. It's for all the floor soap operas, especially Jason YNR. I'm allowing all soap opera content. Yes, yes. It's one of the many reasons why I rock with this guy, Kyrie. That's what's up. Okay, I'm definitely going to sit there and take a look when I get off then. That's what's up. Harris, you goddamn genius. Oh, and that comment's for you, Kyries. Why is this taking so long? Move your ass. Like, why is it taking so long? Lashanta says Albert Eric put him in that position, but now he's there, so stick it up. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I'm like, if you're gonna here's my thing. If you're gonna do that, then own it. Stop sitting there saying that you understand where he's coming from. Because all you're it's a very passive aggressive move. Just own it. Either step back and be like, you know what, listen, I'm just gonna sit there, I'm gonna have you lead and I'll just sit there and follow your lead. Or just sit there and say, shut up, I'm here, just deal with it. But it's like RJ needs to grow a backbone. Because when you got your girls and they constantly jumping in a conversation and be like, well, you're both family, this, that, and the third. It's like your girls not to be sitting there trying to fight your battles. Jay Blue said, what was Lois Grant today? She was a bit too much. I'm be honest. She was annoying as hell. And Brooklyn and Chase need to grow a backbone. Lana says, Albert, wait till Kayla finds out about her daughter and Everett getting together. What is she going to do? You act like she's going to do something. LaShanta says it's not RJ's responsibility to pacify Zende. It's not pacifying him, it's just being the bigger person. I mean, LaShanta, listen, don't get me wrong, if he actually wants that position, then he needs to sit there and tell him, yo, listen, I'm here, deal with it. Usually in life, you have two forks in the road. You can either sit there and tell him, hey, listen, I'm here, shut up and deal with it, or you can take a step back. But sitting up there doing nothing except for giving those little angry stares and having your girlfriend like constantly back every 5 minutes, come on. Curry says because all those selfish as admins on channels, no self promotion, they let you comment one day, then rarely others. I'm sick of it. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it, Gary's. Damn, I should have thought of that. That's a good idea. Jay Blue says, Ray, I thought Brooklyn and Chase were over holding back and asking for what they want. I literally sat there when Lois is done with her mouthing off. Brooklyn's like, we needed you to say no. No, you need to grow a goddamn backbone. Like, what are you doing? Like, honestly, to tell you the truth, I think that was probably the least interesting part of the soap opera because it was so annoying. And plus, again, Lois is just, ugh. The shopper says if he do upset, talk to Eric. Other than that, stand down. You have a point, Lashanta. You have a point. I think Johnson was doing too much today on General Hospital. I'm just going to say that. Ron says if Everett gets Stephanie pregnant, Kayla and Steve will be pissed. She might have a heart attack. Ron, never change. I look forward to you being in these streams because you just say some of the most interesting things possible. All right. I need to check the likes. Jesus Christ, it's like this thing just keeps going. Queen Jess is in the chat. That's right. The lovely, beautiful Queen Jess is in the chat. What's good? Okay, so yeah, we got 16 likes. We got 27 people in the chat. So if you are enjoying the stream, make sure you do hit the like button. It really does actually help. Jay Blue says it's Laura hanging around this long because of the upcoming wedding. How is she earning any income? That's a damn good question. I mean, I know she probably have people working at the record studio or whatever, but Harry says I'm trying to keep these soap operas lives as long as possible, keeping it current for the next generation. That's what's up. That's a really good idea. Queen Melly Memo Hard Queen. And I already know you watched The Young and the Restless tomorrow and it was good. Cherry Ice Cream says I like the way Brooklyn describes the type of wedding she wants. I wish she actually had a backbone. I think that was the part that was just so annoying. It came on the phone. See, that's the thing, Lashanta. In the digital era, your stuff just comes straight to your phone. Just as what's up with Brooklyn? Why didn't she just tell her mom what she wanted? Exactly, Jess. I literally sat there was like, what are y'all doing? Like, grow seriously, both of them. They needed to grow a goddamn backbone. What's good, Johan? What's good, my guy? Cat lady, what's good? It's good to see you again. What's good, Johan? Oh, yeah, no, Cherry actually, here's the thing, Cherry actually, she been outstayed her welcome. Lois been outstayed her welcome. Ron says if things didn't work with Rafe and Jada, she can share every with Stephanie. Ron, women don't share men. I don't know what universe you came from, but women don't share women don't share men, Ron. Well, not anyone actually has any sort of self respect. Just as Drew said he's bringing all the smoke for Nina. LOL, he's real mad. Yeah, that's one way to put it. LaShanta says I'm glad Carly put Adam dad in his place. Oh yeah, that dick of a dad. Josh is still doing too much. Dolly says Alan and Chanel shared Alex that one time. I'm just saying. Well, you know damn well what I mean, Dolly. You know what I'm talking about. We're not talking about what Ron's talking about. But I love the I love the comment. Well, yes, Jess, but I mean, of course she's not. Why would she? Though? You guys have to remember, Eden been playing that character way longer. There was no way that girl was going to come in and outshine her. Yeah, exactly, though. You know damn well what I'm talking about. But Jess, here's the thing: you got to give her credit for at least trying to do a decent job. Curry said Trina is just wasting tears. She's better off without him. We all are. God damn, Curry. But here's my thing, though. I will give Spencer just that this girl so wouldn't Eden would have brought more emotion to the scene. But she's pretty though. Okay. Um, Jess is a very tough critic. I'll sit there and say that much. But she looks good, so that is actually very important. The shot that said Teresa plays Sam's part. Dolly says I hope Trina meets her new man. Hmm. I don't know. Jay Blue says I'm okay with what Josh did and said today. Oh, okay. I felt like she was doing a little bit too much. Mel says, I'm not liking the way Alex had been so arrogant to everyone, but to be fair, why is it okay for Maggie to threaten Alex to break up with Teresa? I don't think that she threatened him. I think she just said that he's not what she needs right now. I don't think it was about a threat. I mean, she was out of pocket in some instances because he didn't ask for that, but like I said, I felt like the actress did her thing. You know, she's not going to sit there and top Eden. She's been playing that character way too long. But I don't think like she was the worst. Renee said Drew really thinks she can take Nina down so easily. He failed to realize Nina is crazy with loads of money. She can give him a run for his money. Plus, she has Valentine in her corner. Very true. Very, very, very true. Ron says Albert Kayla will say to Everett that her daughter ain't ready to be a mom. You should have warm protection. Billy says I missed days today. What foolishness did Maggie do today? She was out of pocket. I won't sit there and say that much. She was out of pocket. You know, I know that she wanted the best for Teresa, but to sit there and tell Alex, oh, by the way, you should break up with her because you're not mature and you're just going to leave her for, you know, another pretty woman. Um, it was an out of pocket thing to sit there and say. Carrie says, all right, I gotta go. I'll live stream tomorrow with last day. I need to cook some dang pork chops. Have a good night, everyone. All right, Kyrie, you have a great night. And I look forward to seeing that live stream. Constantine is nothing but a Oh yeah, of course. I agree with that now. But you know, honestly, to tell you, I really stopped caring about if Maggie's gonna get conned by Constantine. Like this chick is doing it to herself, and she said that she wasn't gonna listen to anyone. So honestly, tell you, whatever happens, that's on her. Yeah, you know, and it's funny just because I was just saying that she needs to sit there and take lessons from Eden when it comes towards the crime scenes. You know, was good, Big Nate. They were okay. They're okay, Nate. At least that's one woman. There are no other women available. Very true. That's what I said. She was just out of pocket today. Then she was talking about how she wanted to come back to Titan. Just said she looked like she wanted to laugh. Oh wow. And Krista said they're going to put Trina with Adam. Okay, that's going to give me a lot of material. I'll tell you that much. Now, Double C also says Trina needs lessons because I wasn't feeling that crying scene. I honestly tell you, I wasn't feeling any of that scene. I wasn't feeling any of that scene. Justin says it's not Spencer's fault nor Trina's. This is all on Esme. I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with that. You know, Spencer did hand over Ace to Nicholas. Esme was cool and playing along and everything like that. And Spencer decided to, you know, give her child to somebody else. Okay, then she decided to go nuts after Spencer left. So it's like, oh, cool. I'm just gonna sit there and leave and let somebody else clean up the mess. Nah, bro, you can miss me with that. Nate says, "How was the so?" They were average. Nate, all four of them were pretty much average. I wasn't gonna say they were average. Um, General Hospital was probably the best. Um, Weiner was second best, and I don't know. It's kind of a tie between B&B and Days. Exactly, exactly, Jess. Exactly. I'm like, yo, listen, that's on. We all know he's fine. Exactly. I don't feel sorry for Alex to get his heart broken by Teresa. Wow. Okay. It says it's time for Days to do another reset. I need them to shift some characters around and bring some people back. I'm with that. Now, Dolly says in Spencer's defense, Esme is balls to the walls crazy. She was just holding on barely. But the point is, she was still holding on now. She was holding on until Spencer decided to give Ace, give her child away. So of course, and that's my whole other thing. What did he think that Esme was going to do once she found out her child was missing? Like seriously, it was not just saying it's not Spencer's fault. It's not. I mean, yes, it's not Trina's fault. No, this is on Spencer. You know exactly what he was sitting there doing, and he was like, "Oh, I did the right thing." But now this chick is sitting there on the boat. The captain is hurt. You're putting your girl in danger because you felt like this was the right thing to do. No, 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 no. Oh, damn it. You can do that then. Jess says what mother would burn everything down to the ground to get her child back. And Jess said that's why I was on her side. Yes. Billy says, I hate to say it, but Days is at its best when they are on the verge of being canceled. That's when they bring out the big stories. Though it's not even a bad thing to sit there and say because people generally tend to do their best when their jobs is on the line. I don't know what the hell is going on with Days. It has not been hitting, and it disappoints me because last year I kept doing nothing but praising the show, telling people to watch. Hey Jess, you sit there and watch Days. Hey Jess, you sit there and watch Days. I can't even sit there and say that now. Well, you know what, Crystal, you might be right with that, but that it was still out of pocket for what Spencer did. And because of that, it caused her to sit there and go nuts. So Double C says Belinda from Soap Dirt hit the nail right on the head about Brad Bell that he doesn't know how to write for black characters on Bang Bang. Jay Blue says, I don't feel bad. I don't feel sorry for Laura though. She kept giving Esme the benefit of that. I don't feel bad for her either. That's another person I don't feel bad for. Oh, my grandson, I should have shut your ass up. Was the one I was sent there champion for Ava, not to press charges. Man, you can miss me with that. You paying half of her rent? You paying half of this crazy chick's rent after you know what she did to Jocelyn and Cam? Mel says Albert Alice can say that Maggie is never coming back to Titans on his watch, but Xander will bring Maggie back in a heartbeat. But Xander doesn't work for Titan anymore, though. Oh, once he gets the inheritance, yeah, but right now he doesn't work at Titan, so LaShanta says Nick has no right. Yeah, Jerry Blue, she was paying half her rent. He was listening to her. He was Billy says Esme started losing it when Spencer met Trina, and suddenly he was listening to her anymore. Like I said, Billy says I look at the situation like this. Esme started this when she decided to take on Ryan's whole seduction. Well, yes, that's very true. But again, she was chill and she was fine until dumbass Spencer decided to give her child away to somebody else. At that point, that's on him. Now he could sit there and say he did the right thing, but your girl almost died because you so called did the right thing. And if it wasn't for Trina's quick acting and fast action, he would have got that injection the first time. I know people like Spencer and stuff like that, and I give Spencer his props because he was heavily sedated and he still managed to save his girl and sacrifice himself to do it. So I give him a lot of props. But Broski, you started that. Just as I can't really blame Laura, she thought she changed and wanted to believe it because of Ace. But then you're being nicer about it than I am, so that's very good. Honestly, the writer for Days, Ron said that what we are watching is the writer's strike, and he stays his in May, so be patient. Yeah, I don't really feel like you can do that. I'm not exactly the patient type or the nice type. Lashanta says Spencer was talking cash mess. I'm glad he's gone. Ace is gone. Yep, like I said, you're nicer than me, Jess. But you always been a sweetheart, Dom. Unless I said something out of pocket about you know who. Billy says, "Oh, Spencer is trash of the trash," but I don't fault Spencer for any of the Ace stuff. Esme having a baby doesn't erase all her sins. Spencer still sees a monster when he sees her, and then she acted like a monster because of what he did. So it's very nice of you. Very nice of you. Very nice of you. Um, what if Jess says Spencer can think she's a monster or whatever, but at the end of the day, that's her child. He has no rights. But Jess, Nick has rights. Nicholas has rights. I mean, I think that people can miss me with that as well, but Ron says, Albert, so if Kristen can't be with Brady, she'd rather be single without a man? Um, no. I've heard rumors. I think Brady can get the board of. Yes, I was thinking the same thing too, Mel. I was thinking the same thing too. Ido, what's good, Ido? I mean, at that point, I'll be mad at Brady if I was Alex, because I literally sat there and said no, and then you go behind my back and you do it anyway. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be pissed off at Brady for doing that. I don't want Maggie back for a reason. Your little backstabbing ass is gonna sit there on top of the fact that he already doesn't like the connection between Brady and Teresa. LaShanta says they didn't go to court. Esme has been his only parent. Yeah, that's true, LaShanta, but technically for what Dante said in the eyes of the law, Nick didn't actually do anything wrong. So Nick technically does actually have rights, but it's still an out of pocket thing to do. So like I said, my girl Esme is a force of nature. Billy says, "Who thinks Teresa is going to get found out at either a Titan board meeting or their sad wedding? Their sad wedding. There's sad as. I mean, the problem is, I just wish I can actually care about anything Teresa involved. Jay Blue says it's always the law that gets in the way. Exactly, those pesky ass damn laws. Jay Blue. Jess says I still don't get that. There's no established DNA that proves she's the dad. That's right, Jess. All we know, Spencer could be that boy's father. What did I say? On life, that boy's pappy. Still always be that boy's pappy. Even though the Sabrina fans don't want to sit there. Cherry Ice Cream, she is a force of nature and she could not have been stopped. Okay? She was wreaking havoc and I was here for all of it. Just as cringe. Oh, Jess, you say the sweetest things to me. Thank you, I appreciate that. Lashanta says Lucy's too grown. She was listen. Yo, Lucy is annoying as hell. Lucy is just like the epitome. Okay, the Young and the Restless Lucy is annoying as hell. To be fair, GH Lucy is also annoying, but and Heather is just like the definition of trash. I mean, this chick literally sat there and said she was selfish and that she pretty much wanted to rush. Um, he wants to sit there and rush Daniel to hurry up and tell because I'm just like, God damn, you. Oof. Mel says, I have a feeling that the draw bus is going to end very soon to Lucas, and this is the end of Clyde operation, and Ava is definitely will be exposed as well. Also, Mel, I'm pretty sure Harrison is going to die at some point, and Jason effing Morgan will be back. Valerie, what's good, Valerie? Lashanta says if Daniel said he got to talk to Lily, stand down. Exactly, Lashanta. But Heather's thirsty ass is just like impatient and just honestly, to tell you the truth, that whole scene was just kind of annoying. It was just kind of annoying because it was like, damn, girl, calm down. Jay Blue says, I was here for the old ass me, but how will GH redeem that character a second time? Well, redeem redeem them to who? Because the Sabrina fans is not going to sit there and they're never going to get over what she did to Trina. Of course, I will sit there and stand by this when I say this that some Sabrina fans are just way too oversensitive when it comes to Trina. I said it and I stand by it. All of them going to work together. Lashanta, I imagine that Heather will be out of a job. Heather will be out of a damn job at that point. There's no reality. I can't see Alexander. Yes, I heard about that. And welcome to the stream, Alexandra. Not want to leave the show, and they did not renew his contract. But if they did, he would have stayed. I don't know, Mel. As much as he liked Days of Our Lives, he really liked General Hospital. He really wanted to finish his run. He always says, I love having Esme be on the show. She's a great run for Trina and Jocelyn. It gives us classic soaps. Exactly. Dory says the writers for G are really trying to make Drew into this evil twin adjacent dream. Drew is starting to make AJ look good. I don't know about that. But yeah, um, I have a feeling that Avery also got a lot of backlash from what's good, Jonathan. Got a lot of backlash for some of the fans, from some of the Sabrina fans. Yeah, me too, Jess. But I can only imagine what some people were sitting there saying to her. You have to remember a lot of people can't distinguish um fiction from reality, and I'm pretty sure they probably came in her DMs calling her racist, being like, "I can't believe you did that to Trina, and you're such a racist person," and it's like y'all don't understand the difference between characters and actors. I imagine she did, Jess. I imagine she did. I'm just guessing, but I imagine she did. Jess, you know how dysfunctional some people can actually really be. Always says I can live with a little bit of Esme break, but I hope she comes back in the next few months. Yep, Jonathan. I heard in the beginning of the stream, sort of. Alexandra says I kind of feel like when Spencer returns, Esme is going to be holding him hostage, or he will have amnesia. Probably, probably Alexandria, and also let's welcome Alexandria to the stream. Oh no 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 no. Yeah, no, my bad, Jess. I kind of screwed up on the names. Mel says, I don't think it's a good idea for Chad and Everett to go to Statesville to visit Clyde. I mean, it's not a good idea, Mel, and Lucas is an idiot. Lucas is an idiot, honestly. I'm like, why the hell would you sit there and call the press to run a story? You're in hiding for a reason. Johnson says my guess is the search team in the English now will find a body and it'll be Esme's. Yes. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. That's exactly what Smith is saying. Really said that would be horrible if they told her that, especially considering it was one of Dad's best friends, which happens to be a black soap star that Avery into a soap. Jerry Skin says, I hope that there's a way Nicholas will save him. I guess we were saying. LaShanta says, Tucker is so manipulative. I used to like him, but he's doing too much. He loves antagonizing Nathan, Kyle, and I believe Ashley. You believe Ashley? Even the waiter was sitting there looking at Ashley like she lost her damn mind. I get maybe the first two, but Ashley, nah, I'm sorry. I'm so sick of Ashley and her constant whining. Oh, you're gaslighting me. You're gaslighting me because the waiter didn't sit there and confirm your story. Tucker's still the problem. Nah, you can miss me with that. Darby says Lucas never learns. This is the kind of thinking that got him. Yes, I'm like you're gonna go in and tell they're pressed for what? Like, what do you think that's going to do? You think they're going to sit there and crack the case? You know? I'm like, you're an idiot. Harris came back, and here Harris is like, what the are you doing? No, it's not. That's not the point. No, it's a bad idea to be snitching going to the press. Okay, Lucas is already in danger, and Clyde is still going after him. Okay, he gets wind of where he's at. He's going to kill him. That's why it's a bad idea. It has nothing to do with Chad being family or anything like that. It's a bad idea for him to be talking to the press. Johnson says the Chad, Everett, Lucas, and Harris scene were the only good parts of Days. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's very true. Lashanta says when it comes out, Tucker gaslighting Ashley will see he will. You know, Lashanta, if it does happen, then I'll sit there and say you're right. Krista says it's not like they have not called. What is that? Okay, but Krista, what does that have to do with? I'm not. I'm not. We're not talking about Tommy. We're talking about Avery Polar. We're talking about people calling her racist. That's kind of a left field comment that I'm not talking about. And I mean, is is that supposed to like justify it? Is that what you're saying, Krista? So because they call Tommy something, it's okay to call her something? Come on, try to make sense with that. So that's why Albert, when you explained to DC in your live stream that they, yes, yeah, that's what I said. People could be out of pocket when it comes to us. That, and like I said, I think they probably attacked the actress that plays Esme. Um, I don't think that's the reason why she quit or why she didn't renew her contract or whatever. But I'm pretty sure it was kind of a relief, though. Um, I think they'll be okay with it, Ron. I think they should be okay with it. I mean, like I say, he's a better choice than Chad is. Justin says it was the first time Blake and Brian did a scene together on the show since Blake is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay. But, yeah, I'm like, I don't. Like, I'm sorry, you can miss me with that comment. You're basically snitching saying it's okay for one person to do it because The other person got a ton of crap. Yeah, okay. Let that sink in. Let try to make sense to everyone else. Darby says Chad already got his revenge on Clyde by sending him to jail. He's pressing his luck by going after Clyde like this. EJ ain't always gonna be around to save Chad by shooting. Yeah, it was just stupid on Lucas' part. Jay Blue says it'll be really sad if fans are coming at the Avery for a character she plays on screen. Yes, I feel like some people wind up doing that. Yeah, I felt like some people wind up doing it. That's why Crystal was like, "Well, they did that to Tabby." It's like, so because they did that to Tabiana, they should do it to her. It makes it okay. It's good that Lucas told her. I mean, I don't know if it's good or not. I mean, it just means that he knows. Um, but I mean, I still think it was stupid for him to sit there and call Chad in the first place. I'm like, he's only doing more harm than good. I think it's just more cabin fever than anything else. Yeah, right. I mean, the whole thing with Chad, like the fact that it was so contentious. Well, poor Avery, she can. I'm gonna try to say this as simple as I possibly can, Crystal. I don't think it's okay for them to be going after other actors, Toby or Avery. But you're basically sitting there saying because they went after Toby, then it's okay for them to go after Avery, which is not. And if you have that type of ideology, I don't know what to sit there and tell you. That's just sad on your part. Then, if you think that that's actually okay, just that that's really how Springer fans think. I mean, that's how some Springer fans think, Jess. And clearly, there's one of them that thinks like that and is trying to make sense out of it. Which I'm just like, okay, boom. You just sound out of pocket, to be honest. Alexandra says it's crazy how people can call Avery racist when she is good friends with Tommy. Exactly. But it's also just like it doesn't make it okay. I don't understand how in her brain she actually thinks that that's okay. Just as how about no one calls anyone racist? Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Jazz. What's good, AE? And have a good night, Lashanta. No, it's not wrong. But you know how I wouldn't call them delusional fans. I would just call them um whack jobs. Nut jobs. Dolly says not all Springer fans are like Springer, but I don't want them to be a boring couple. Esme is a great villain for them. She makes it fun. Exactly. And Ambassador Sam is here. Says very, very well said. Excellent point, Jess. Very excellent point. And greetings, my friend. Greetings, greetings, greetings. You know, Ambassador Sam comes in and he speaks the truth. You know, I'm gonna be honest. The whole Sloan scene was just so annoying. Um, it was so annoying. Leo comes in there and she's way uncomfortable, and it's like, what are we doing at this point? Like, just give back the damn child. I don't even think that she wants a child at this point. Johnson says that her Tabia was disappointed that she won't get back to work with Avery anymore. It sounds like they became good friends. Exactly. They're friends in real life. Just like her and Eda McCoy are friends. It's the people, it's the so called it's some of the fans that oh I'm glad you did, Mel. Um I just I can't do the Sloan stuff anymore. Like she doesn't even want the damn child. It's like you doing all this, you getting practically about to get bankrupt by Leo for a child that you don't want because okay, Crystal. Well, that's what it made it. That's what it make it. That's what you made it sound like. CJ Love. I'm a Sabrina supporter, but I have noticed some delusional thinking and some. Thank you, CJ Love. Thank you. Notice there's a lot of those actors who are supposed to hate each other tend to be friends in real life. Yes. It's usually some of the fan bases that get out of control. Ron says Albert Phoenix said that he doesn't call them fans; they are bullies and stalkers, and I agree with that. And what's good? What's good, Duan? What's good? I mean, like I said, just at a point. Like I said, I'm gonna miss me. I'm gonna miss me some Esme. But it's good that she is taking a break for a little bit because you don't want her to be like Sheila Carter. Sheila Carter is still overstaying her welcome. And now it's at a point where it's like she made the FBI, the court system look bad because they need her around for the ratings. That's right, Duan. Drew is coming. For Nina ASS. Dolia says I'm back on going to the actors who played Nora and Lindsay said they used to grab a drink together after their intense cat fights. Oh man, I missed the Nora Buchanan and Lindsay Rappaport stuff. Johnson says Esme was like a young Sheila Carter. Up until a point, exactly, but we don't need another one though. That's cool, Ron. And Beetlejuice is hinting at a Beetlejuice. Wow, they got that much faith in that movie. That's interesting though. Well, me too, Duan. Me too. Jay Blue says when GH couples isn't boring right now, GH writers doesn't seem to know how to write couples well. All I see are engines of relationships. Just like in the Vampire Diaries, the actors who play Elena and Stefan hate each other. Now they always hang out. Yeah, I do remember that. That was crazy though. I'm sure you didn't, Crystal, but that's why I'm glad you clarified it though. I didn't even really understand their issues, and then of course Jess, um, Nina, and Ian Somerhalder was in a relationship, and I didn't understand that either because I'm like y'all work together. Like something goes sideways, and y'all got to sit there like Jesus Christ. Jess is right. They had such good scenes, Elena and stuff, and I can't believe they didn't get along. I didn't know. I didn't. I mean, granted, at the time, I didn't know that Nina and Ian Somerhalder was in a relationship, and then they broke up, and then they still had to sit there and be on the show and like be in a relationship. Johnson said, "Did you hear that the daytime Emmy committee has taken away the young actors category?" Wow, I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like that's a bad sign, though, Jonathan. Just say yeah, Ian and Nina still being on the show after the breakup must have sucked. Well, Jess, they shouldn't have got together in the first place. Just a really wow, Albert. You got your wish. I'm just saying, it's like, honestly, tell you the truth, Jess, they shouldn't have never been together in the first place. Like, it's already harsh that they're doing the job that they're doing. And you want to sit there and decide to. Exactly, Jay Blue. It's like, how do you sit there and do that? You know? It's like, it's hard enough that they're doing the stuff that they're doing. And then you're going to put a relationship in there? Like, and then you break up and it's like, oh, I still got to see your ass at work. Like, that's why I really try not to mix business with pleasure when I'm working. Really, Jess? Like, I'm sorry, but like, I don't give a damn how good looking somebody is. Y'all just be crazy because I'll be thinking the whole time. We break up, I still got to see your ass. I don't. What's good, Danny Bear? It's like I still got to see you. I know. I gotta watch the trailer tonight. No, I thought about you when I saw the trailer. I gotta watch it tonight. Just it seems like emotional mental stress to me. Exactly, and on top of the fact that you still got to do a job, you got to be convincing. Just that true. I'm just saying. No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Jess. Johnson says any actor 25 or younger has to submit for the regular lead supporting our actors. See, I feel like that's a bad sign because it's like once you start taking certain categories from the daytime shows and soap operas and stuff, it's just a bad sign to come. Dolly said GH had that happen with Emily and Nicholas. They were dating and broke up at the peak of the Emily and Nick fandom. Yeah, Duane, I think he's coming on at 10 o'clock. But yeah, Duane, I think it's 10 o'clock. But I feel like that's just such a bad sign, though. You know, Duane says I usually don't like to troll, but Kyrie's makes it easy. Just as I'm surprised Marie's never got with any on GH. Have a good night, Jay Blue. But Jess, who's to sit there and say he didn't? Who's to sit there and say that he did? We just might not have heard about it. Oh yeah, no, I remember you saying that. Yeah, no, you told me about it. That's why I said I'm gonna sit there and check out the I'm gonna try to check out hmm, the trailer tonight before I go to bed. Thank you for letting me know though. Yeah, Jess, no, it's true. They were actually together in real life. Dolly says Renee also meant that she fell out of love with Wally when Lois fell out of love with Ned. Oh, have a good night, Crystal. But and man, it sounds like an interesting premise. I want to see the trailer though to that. I want to see the trailer to that. That's right, Danny Barry 7, the one and only. And Jess said, I mean, and Ron says to Jess, people on Twitter harassed Maurice Bernard because they didn't like him with Nina. That comment's for you, Jess. Mel says I saw the trailer for Tarot and it's like, talk to me. I don't remember that movie. I kind of want to watch it, but I don't remember that movie though. Joey says they are still really good friends. I respect the way Renee talks about the end of their relationship with Wally. She said he was an awesome guy, just not her awesome guy. I mean, I think that's as respectful and as classy as you can sit there and get. But yes, Ambassador Sam, it's good to see you again. Very good to see you again. But yeah, I mean, I heard about that too with the whole Nina. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend, Ambassador, and also thank you for yesterday. I really do appreciate that. I definitely will give you a special shout out when I do my members video. Thank you. So you will definitely get a shout out on that. Yeah, I mean, Dolly, that stuff doesn't come around too often, so you gotta sit there and appreciate that. You know, I mean, most people are mad and bitter or upset about the end of their relationship. So the fact that they're able to keep it classy and, like you said, I think they have a child together. Well, I think at that point you kind of have to keep it classy. You know, at the very least for a good example. I just have a good night, Renee. Just that that's why Eden and Eve, Evan are together. All of them scenes they do. Who's surprised? AE says, frankly, I'm sick of all these trolls. I know Cindy is one of the sweetest ladies on TV. Yeah, no, honestly, tell you, same thing with me, AE. She seems like she's a really chill person, and it just, it sucks because that's not how everyone is. But you have a couple of people that act like that, and this is why the stars are so, what I'm saying, like why they have such a big wall. There is a horror movie called Talk to Me that was in theaters, and there will be a Talk to Me 2 in the works. I gotta, I'll take a look at it. Jess says, yeah, Nina gets a lot of hate. I don't like Nina, but damn, poor Cynthia. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Like people don't know how to separate. A says she has extra security now. That's why some actors quit. Yes. A remember about the person that tried to kill someone on One Like to Live? A stalker actually broke into the studio and was going after an actress. Ron says, however, you agree with Phoenix for blocking someone for a channel because they're using. Well, of course, yeah, that goes without saying. CJ, it seems like some people can't differentiate between real life and fictional characters. I think what it comes down to is that some of these people have mental health problems, while some of these other people are just they don't have anything going on in their real lives, and they latch onto these characters as though their life depend on it. And he says yes, Albert, and the 1980s actress who was killed, and yes. Well, what actress was that? It was that Was that from the Poltergeist movie? I know it was from some horror movie. I think that's what you're talking about, right? Right, AE? Joanne says posting your watches, that's probably why that's probably not what her bank account says. Yeah, but still, it doesn't make it right though. You know? It doesn't make it right. Mel says, I know you don't like Teresa, but it's going to be on next week, February 8th and February 9th, just to let you know, and I can't stand her. Well, thank you for letting me know, man. I can mentally prepare myself to have to deal with that whole situation. It really is that bad. A says, no, I can't remember her name, and TV actress who played a character, Sam. I have a vague idea what you're talking about, AE. Um, I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not 100% sure though. Ron says Andrea Everett is her name. Yes, she was stalked so bad she had to quit for her safety, but the clown broke into the studio to go after her. Yes. Yeah, that's what that's thank you. Andrea Evans, yes. I mean you gotta sit there. Think of how scary that is though. Okay, let me know a I'm actually very curious to sit there and see what you're talking about. But I mean, can you imagine that you're forced to quit because some person decides to come after you for just trying to do your job, you know? Trying to do your job and having fun doing it, and this person is sitting there taking that away from you. Up until a point when you're breaking in studios to sit there and try to come after you. It happens all the time. Um, I can name numerous amount of streamers that has happened to. I'll actually tell you the truth, it happens to I can't remember the one streamer. Um, I think she has. I don't know if she has Tourette's or something like that, but because she lives in England or the UK, it's like the cops are not exactly cooperative towards helping her, and practically told her that she needs to stop streaming. I can't remember her name, but if I do, I'll sit there and talk about it next time. Mel says, "What do you think of Beetlejuice 2? Change the Beetlejuice." Um, I don't know. I probably wind up seeing it, but oh, Rebecca from my sister Sam. Okay. All right, I'm gonna look that up. Thank you, A. Oh, I remember that, Ron. I wound up doing a video or a stream about that. I do remember that. No, I keep forgetting, Duan. Let me actually write. All right, I actually wrote that down. So this time I'm actually gonna look it up, Duan. You would think that would actually be in my mind a lot more, but yes, I'm gonna sit there and look that up. Thank you, Duan. Damn, she was young. Thank you for reminding me, Duan. I appreciate that. Yeah, she was young. Yeah, and the dude was a stalker. It's like I said, it's crazy. It's crazy how people would sit there and act and things that they would do. Yeah, I honestly tell you the truth, it should have been on a higher priority. Um, I think I tried to look it up one time, but I didn't do a thorough job. Let's put it this way, I did not do a thorough job. But listen, I'm gonna sit there in the stream here because I do gotta wake up way too early in the morning. But I do want to thank everyone for joining though. This is actually a lot of fun. I appreciate it. These streams has actually been a lot better, a lot less chaotic, a lot less drama. But we have a good time, and I appreciate that. And I'm going to sit there and try to continue doing that moving forward. I'm surprised the bullies never went after Kimberly who plays Sheila. I'm pretty sure they have run. We just probably don't hear about it. Yes, have a good night, Black Man. Have a good night, Duan. And it kind of reboots and it works. Hmm. I remember the first one now. So, I don't know. I may watch it. Have a good night, Ronnie Ron. Have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Thank you for coming through. Join us next time for another edition of Soul Chopping Up Bus. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate you. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ, eh? Thank you for letting me know. Have a night, Darby. Have a night, Queen Jess. Have a night, AE. It was really great to see you again. Thank you, Jonathan. Yes, hit the like button on the way out because it really does actually help. It really does. Have a good night, Melly Mel, my heart queen. Have a night, Danny Bear. Have a good night. Have a great night, Ambassador Sam. It was really good to see you. Ron says, Sheila better not use birth control. You tell him, Ron. Tell him, Ron. You put it down. Preach, my friend. Preach. Sheila better not use birth control. Like it, Ron. Like it, Ronnie Ron. You tell her, Ron. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe. I will see you in the next live stream. Laters.